Coming up on Fulton Today, the Fulton County DA and his team began the process of re-examining questionable convictions as a part of the historic Conviction Integrity Unit.
Fulton commissioners debate on which programs stay and which programs go as part of the county's 2020 proposed operation budget. I'm Brian Robinson, and I'll share the latest.
And Fulton officials and leaders oversee the transition of 2 art centers to 1 local community. That and much more starts right now on Fulton Today. Welcome to Fulton Today, everybody. Fulton commissioners get down to their first order of business for the new decade, the 2020 budget. Finance officials reported a better than expected revenue picture in the fiscal year 19 provided approximately $24.7 million of additional resources. So what does that mean for this year's budget? FGTV's Brian Robinson joins us now with the very latest. Brian?
Shania, there was a great deal of debate when discussing this 2020 spending plan, and even the public had their chance to weigh in on what they wanted to see in this year's budget.
Mr. Chairman, a short presentation before discussion.
It was late in the day by the time Fulton commissioners began discussing the county's proposed 2020 budget during their first meeting of the year. The county manager began with a presentation including details of how the year ended.
As we end 2019, we have revenues of $723 million and a fund balance of over $200 million, which is essentially a $100 million increase in both respects.
He was followed by the chief financial officer, who shared the breakdown of the over $780 million plan. Commissioner Bob Ellis made a motion to approve the budget as it was presented. However, other board members had several questions, and after several minutes of discussion, the board voted to hold the item until the January 22nd meeting.
I'm going to support, I know it's shocking to y'all, I'm going to support the motion to hold. I think we're rushing this. I think it was very admirable to try and do it at the first meeting. I don't think we're ready yet. So I will support that motion to hold so we can work through some of these things in a thoughtful way.
Before the agenda item was ever called, earlier in the meeting, a number of residents and some county officials requested funding for specific programs. A few of the recurring budget asks were the arts and senior services.
When you go to do your budget, we need help. And don't forget to thank you.
Now, Fulton commissioners intend on taking one more stab at getting the budget approved. They believe it will be approved before the state-mandated deadline, which is at the end of the month. Reporting for FGTV, I'm Brian Robinson.
Thank you, Brian. Meanwhile, the budget looks a little different this year for the Arts and Culture Department. That's because the city of South Fulton is now responsible for the day-to-day operations of the Southwest and South Fulton Art Centers. And before saying goodbye to the 2 venues, county officials and leaders helped ensure a smooth and successful transition to the new city. FGTV's Regina Waller has more.
We really appreciate it.
Thank you, Mr. President.
With the swapping of a ceremonial key, the Fulton County Chairman and the City of South Fulton Mayor made the transition of 2 art venues official. As of January 8th, the Southwest Arts Center and the South Fulton Arts Center officially became part of the City of South Fulton. Both venues have been owned and operated by Fulton County government for over 15 years.
This facility has made great strides under the stewardship, the leadership of Fulton County government. But today, as a result of its transferring of the ownership and title and so forth, I'm excited about what the future holds for it. I think that the mayor and council, Mayor Edwards in particular, because he was on the Fulton County Commission at the time, so he has a vested interest in this. Not only a love for the arts, but a vested interest in this because he participated in all of those discussions through the years that got us to where we are now. So to pass the key to him and his council, I think it's a great day for the county and obviously for the new city of South Fulton.
The Southwest Arts Center opened in 2001 and includes classroom space, visual art exhibition space, and a black box theater. The campus also includes a gallery and a 375-seat auditorium and theater, which opened in 2008. The South Fulton Arts Center, located in the Cliftondale multipurpose facility, includes classroom spaces, a pottery studio, and a 200-seat theater. Now, both facilities will be operated by the City of South Fulton's Parks, Recreation, and Cultural Affairs Department.
Well, this is a great opportunity for us today. But first, let me just say this. I want to thank Fulton County government for being custodians of this place, doing a very good job. Our purpose here now is, now that we have possession, is to escalate what they've already done, which is an excellent job, to keep it momentum going, and to make sure that the arts is pivotal in our community.
The arts centers represent such a legacy to our community, both in arts and culture and to our residents, and has meant a lot. The importance of the arts cannot be downplayed with regards to the quality of life, what it means to the residents that have been a part of this facility and a part of this enormous legacy.
Fulton County government and the City of South Fulton partner to navigate the transition.
One of the things we focused on through our partnership with Fulton County is to make sure this transfer is seamless and that services continue for all of the citizens in our community and beyond. It's a unique opportunity for us to continue to build upon all of the good work that Fulton County Arts and Culture and the staff of this facility has done for many years.
The county will continue to facilitate courses at the South Fulton Arts Center through February 3rd. After that, residents will need to contact the city to register for classes and to find out about all of the events. Reporting for FGTV, I'm Regina Waller.
Thank you very much, Regina, and welcome to the team. Meanwhile, news from our justice partners. The Fulton District Attorney hosts the first reception for the first ever Conviction Integrity Unit in the Southeast.
On September the 28th, 1991, he was sentenced, he was given a life sentence. I'm almost ashamed to tell you what he was sentenced for possession of 2 grams of cocaine. And initially, when we presented our petition, we were asking the judge to modify the sentence so that we could get him out of jail immediately. Well, let me tell you, Judge Henry Newkirk wouldn't even modify the sentence. He agreed that we should just let him out of jail, and that's what we did.
DA Paul L. Howard Jr. and his staff, along with the Judson Lions Society of Morehouse College, hosted the event inside Tyler Perry Studios. The reception was held to share the work and mission of the new unit and to celebrate 2 exonerated individuals whose prison sentences totaled nearly 35 years.
Well, we explained Mr. Hall's circumstances to Tyler Perry. And Mr. Hall, let me give you the name of Mike Henderson.
Yes, sir.
And if you simply call that number, Mr. Perry says that you can start to work on Monday here at Tyler Perry.
The powerful message came from the keynote speaker, Ambassador Andrew Young.
And so, yes, we have justice. We must have justice. But please, don't let us down on the grace and the mercy. Thank you.
Now, those gathered at the reception heard how Fulton CIU will investigate claims of actual innocence or wrongful convictions by convicted defendants who have already been through their trial and appellate processes. The CIU will review cases in which there is new factual, physical, or forensic evidence. The county's airport now has a new name. The Board of Commissioners voted to change the name from Fulton County Airport to Fulton County Executive Airport Charlie Brown Field. The airport visioning plan completed by the Department of Public Works last year recognized the need to rebrand the airport to reflect the corporate and business use. Several Atlanta-based Fortune 500 companies rent hangars from the county to store their aircraft. Since the airport is close to downtown and midtown areas, it is the preferred airport for private corporate travel. The airport visioning study is the first step of a $90 million investment. The airport is one of the busiest Class B airports in the region. Now, the aviation property also was featured in a number of movies over the years, including Flight with Denzel Washington and We Are Marshall with Matthew McConaughey, just to name a few. If you are already needing a New Year's resolution do-over, you are in luck. The peach from the actual peach drop is on display inside the Government Center atrium until the end of the month. Residents are still visiting the iconic symbol inside the Fulton County Government Center, where it will be until January 31st.
This will be my first time actually seeing this. I've always wanted to see it. Basically all my life, I've always seen it drop. And it's a great opportunity for it to be here at Fulton County.
All right, man, to see it in the county, man, right here, just awesome, because you normally see it at 12 o'clock when it falls. And so to see it here and to know that it's going to, next year that it's going to actually fall. So that's awesome.
When the famed peach was not going to make its annual descent down any Fulton landmark for the first time in 30 years, county leaders came up with the idea for the photo ops for residents and visitors. Now remember to upload your pictures on social media using the hashtag FulcoPeach. And still to come, so who is the new vice chair of the Fulton County Board of Commissioners? We've got that answer in our district by district coverage next. Fulton commissioners select the next vice chair of the board and celebrate the grand opening of the newest community gathering spot. Here's this week's district by district coverage. We begin with Chairman Rob Pitts, who is sharing more about his priorities for the county in 2020.
We're also going to be doing more of on an international basis here at Fulton County, strengthening our relationships with our consular corps, opening office possibly in other parts of the world where they will know about Fulton County and be interested in, if they're interested in doing business in this country, we'll want them to think about Fulton County as the place in which to do business.
The chairman kicked off the county's major HIV/AIDS initiative in 2019, pledging to end all new cases of HIV by 2030. He's working closely with the non-secular community with hopes of reaching the masses at predominantly African-American churches. A number of pastors stood alongside the chairman to launch what he is calling the Gospel of AIDS. Fulton's Board of Health kicked off its church campaign at the Enon Baptist Church, where dozens of members were tested for HIV and AIDS before and after service. Another big push is scheduled for February. Fulton commissioners, along with library and community members, officially reopened the Roswell Library branch. The group celebrated the newly renovated Norcross Street branch with all of its updated features.
It's so beautiful. We have artwork. We saved the mural. We now have an entrance to Norcross Street, so there's two entrances to the building. Creates a true destination point, and it's right in the heart of the city. I'm just so excited that it's back and open and a community center like it's supposed to be once again.
The Roswell Library has always been one of the busiest libraries in the Fulton County library system, and so the citizens of Roswell have really been waiting for this day for quite some time and are super excited. And I tell you, just the number of people that are coming in, all ages, and checking it out, are just floored with how it looks and super excited.
The renovations are part of Phase 2 of the Atlanta Fulton Public Library System's Capital Improvement Program. We'll tell you exactly what's inside of the new branch a little later in the show. District 5 Commissioner Marvin Arrington Jr. has been named as the new Vice Chairman of the Board of Commissioners. Selected by his peers during the regular January board meeting, the Vice Chair will preside over the meetings when the Chairman is unavailable.
Just excited to be chosen by my colleagues to serve as Vice Chair for 2020. I look forward to the responsibility, the extra work, and to serving the citizens of Fulton County.
Last year, Fulton commissioners changed the process by which they would appoint the vice chair of the board. The selection is based on the sequence of the district number and years of service. Commissioner Arrington serves as the executive sponsor for Fulton County's strategic priority areas of all people lives are culturally enriched and all people are safe. Now you can catch more of your commissioners at work all this week with a rebroadcast of the Board of Commissioners meeting right here on FGTV. And And still to come on Fulton Today, tips on maintaining your fitness goals in this new year. Stay with us. If you had planned on getting some of your family members' personal vital records in order this new year, listen up. The Fulton County Board of Health Vital Records Office acts as the local agent for printing certified birth and death certificates. While the office only registers records for the deaths that take place in Fulton County, it does have the ability to print and issue certifications for births and deaths that occurred in any of the 159 Georgia counties. And the process is simple.
Had a wonderful experience. I'm now presently living in Chattanooga, Tennessee, but I had to drive down today to get a copy of my birth certificate. And it was quick and easy, and it was really amazing.
At least 95% of the records can be printed on demand at the Downtown Government Center office, but in some cases, an additional wait time may be necessary that may take up to 72 hours before the record is available for printing. Birth and death certificates may also be purchased online through VitalCheck. A new year means one thing for millions of people. Yes, you guessed it, a new pledge to get or stay in shape. The same is true for one of the fastest growing populations in the county, senior citizens. Ladisa Onilagu is the director of Fulton's Senior Services Department. Good to see you again, Ladisa.
Happy New Year, and thanks for having me.
So it is the new year, and like many people, some of our seniors are in fact placing a renewed focus on their health and fitness. Tell us what they have to look forward to this year in terms of fitness-based programming at the centers.
The Department of Senior Services is excited about what we've planned for the new year in terms of fitness programming and all of the wonderful offerings that we have for our senior residents. Whether it's multi-purpose, neighborhood senior centers, or even adult day, there is a physical health component in all three facility-based programming. For the more independent, active senior, our multi-purpose programs have aqua bikes classes ready for you this year, which is like spin in the water. We have many triathlons. We'll be competing in the Golden Games. We're even piloting on-demand fitness classes. And of course, we'll continue to offer the Tai Chi stretch and tone classes. And we're looking at exergames, which is a new term where there's a combination of exertion, exercise, and gaming, where seniors control the game through physical movements and activity. And of course, we'll continue to offer Wii Games, which supports hand and eye coordination and supports fall prevention.
And Ladisa, can you share what you have gleaned from your own research about the importance of seniors staying active physically?
Our approach pretty much mirrors existing research on the model for senior center fitness programming. We offer a combination of staff instruction, quality programming, social supports, as well as making sure that there is the personal benefit and experience along with motivating factors. And research shows that this will yield a healthier older adult and healthier communities.
And do citizens have to be members of the centers to participate in the health and fitness programs? And if so, what should they do?
Membership is a requirement, so I encourage any of your viewers to contact us for more information via email at our department email address, which is seniorservices@fultoncountyga.gov, or they can also call the Star Line at 404-613-6000.
And your final thoughts, Ladisa?
For individuals who are looking for a more modified, slower paced opportunity, our neighborhood senior centers always offer 30 minutes of some type of fitness activity daily. Our participants in adult day health who are even experiencing cognitive decline or some type of mobility challenges still have the option to participate in walking, physical movement that will help them and their caregivers achieve their healthy aging goals for 2020.
Well, always great having you. Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks again for having me.
And one more reminder, contact the Star Line to get more details about the senior services programs for 2020. Meanwhile, Fulton County leadership is encouraging the workforce to take healthy steps this new year. Employees are taking advantage of the gym at the Fulton County Government Center.
It's extremely beneficial, and I hope it stays as long as possible when it gets more funding, because it benefits the public and it benefits us, because we work more efficiently if we are more physically fit. Therefore, we can serve the public better, generally speaking. And plus, I feel better after I work out.
Fulton officials believe the more they can keep their employees healthy, the more they can allocate taxpayer dollars to services and programs instead of medical expenses. The fitness coordinator has some tips.
You want to be consistent. If you decide you want to do a workout 3 times a week, 30 minutes a day, you want to stay consistent on that, stay on that, and that's going to help you to create habits, create a good habit.
Fulton County government has one of the largest workforce bases in the state. And up next on Fulton Today, Fulton leaders help Roswell residents celebrate the grand reopening of their beloved library. Stay with us. The Fulton County Library System has a new leader. The Library Board of Trustees has named Gail Holloman as the director. The former interim director takes over the position after Gabriel Morley held it for 3 years.
It means everything. It is the culmination of lifelong desire and work. It lets me know that my mentorships have been wonderful. People have mentored me throughout the years. It lets me know that the hard work and dedication that I've tried to bring to work every day paid off. It also allows me the opportunity to really go and make a difference, make even more of a difference in library service, and that's very important to me.
Now, Gail was instrumental in the library building program and was also the former division manager of the Fulton County Library System. Meanwhile, Ms. Holloman was one of the many who celebrated the newly reopened Roswell Library. As we shared earlier, county and local officials were all on hand for the ribbon-cutting ceremony. The newly renovated library now features a new entrance from Norcross Street, classrooms, meeting rooms, a children's story time area, a teen area with computers, a technology zone, and a cafe area, just to name a few. The library was named for a longtime advocate of that community. Needless to say that residents were excited to have their library back.
The library looks fantastic. I think it's a great service for the community. It's definitely our #1 source of entertainment, and I think it's a great way to keep kids away from the screen.
Oh, it's amazing. We love how everything is all set up, and we really missed it. And yeah, the little ones over here, they love it, and we love it too.
We love it. It's beautiful, it looks very modern, and we're very excited to be back. We've been going to other libraries for a long time, and we're very happy that this one's open.
The reopening of the Roswell Library is one of the final ones within Group 1 of the library renovation project. That project will conclude with the reopening of the Central Library later this year. And before we go, our reminder that FGTV wants to connect with you online. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for up-to-date Fulton County news. And you can watch a replay of this show or any other FGTV program anytime on our YouTube channel, so please do us a favor and subscribe. Well, that does it for this edition of Fulton Today. Thank you so much for watching. Join us each week for news around and about Fulton County.